So yeah, dude, Lucas, I'm so mad. I don't want to talk about it. Yeah, no, it was my fault. I attacked 3 mobs. I lost track of my potion downtime, Lucas. I thought my potion was going to be up in a fight. Like a overconfident, dumb warrior that I was, I attacked 3 mobs at once on purpose, thinking that my potion was up, and it wasn't. So when I was down and low on health and I went to hit my potion, it was on cooldown. And so I died. I think that's the dumbest death I've had yet. Well, maybe I'll catch up to Cargos. I know Cargos said he's died 6 or 7 times. Well, I've now died 5 times. I mean, I have these rules I've laid out for myself, and all I have to do is follow my rules, and I'll be fine. And I keep breaking my own rules, you know? I'm like, oh, I can pull 3 mobs. I got a potion. Why the hell would I do that? Why the hell are you pulling 3 mobs? Unbelievable. Yeah, thanks, Helper. Totally new haircut. We had to distance ourselves from the last one because, although I have the same name, but the reason I use the same name is because that way I don't have to redo all the macros and stuff. You know, because they're already there, you know. If you use the same name, it'll link up all your other macros from your previous character and keybinds and everything, so. Yeah, I don't play gnomes. Sorry, Panic. I just don't do gnomes, so. And since I just did a night elf, I mean, literally, I played the last about 3 days on the night elf, and I got to like level 19 in like 3 days, which for me is pretty good because you know those are working days too. You know, I was working during the day. Uh, so, anyways, whatever. You know, like you said, it's a good lesson to be learned. Is you know, I say it every time I start leveling this hardcore warrior up. Every single time I say you've got to not be overconfident. You've got to not put yourself in situations that are bad situations. And I chose to voluntarily attack 3 mobs on purpose. And again, it's that part of me that wants to test my character's limits. That's just the way I play MMOs. I always want to test their limits and see what can I handle. But I can't do that with this character, you know, because we know what I can handle, and we can't do something that we think is a. If there's any doubt about the encounter, we can't put myself in that situation. I can't say, well, you know, of course, that situation I was fine. If my potion was up like I thought it was, I was 100% fine. I would have potted, would have killed the 3 mobs, and I would have been fine. But just wasting a whole potion just to test my limits is probably a bad idea too, because it's a waste of a potion. But, jeez Louise, you know what I mean? Just, you know, this is because, you know, and I'm, you know, you guys can laugh, but I mean, I'm 50 years old, and sometimes when I do stuff like that, I think it's just my age getting to me, you know, like just me being stupid, like just forgetting something as simple as, oh, my potion was still on cooldown. I knew I had potted recently, but I knew it, but it felt like a couple fights ago, you know, in my mind. And it was like, well, it wasn't a couple, but it was, you know, if there was fight A, B, and C, fight A, and they're in succession. Fight A was the one where I used the potion. Fight B was the next fight that I completed. Then I healed up and I did fight C, and I thought, well, you know, by now my potion's up, but you know, it wasn't. So that's just a noob mistake. And what we're gonna do, I'm gonna probably throw some potions down on this bar just to make it a little bit more obvious. You know, just to make, instead of having them way over here on the right, you know what I mean? I think we're gonna move the location of my potions to be like really centrally located right here, so it's more obvious when they are or are not on cooldown. So I'm a little bit more aware because that was just silly, you know. Well, the good news, it only took me about 3 days to get to 19, so I guess it'll take me 3 days to get back there. So what the son of a biscuit? It's just so, man. You wonder about. So I've died 5 times. I mean, you roll those 5 together, and maybe I'd be 60 already. I don't know. All right, I got to take a 2-second break. I got something in my eye. Let me rinse my eye out, guys. Probably just sweat or something. Probably anger. I got anger in my eye, guys. So I will be right back. Don't even, Jocelyn. I am so beyond pissed right now, Jocelyn. I lost track of my healing potions. I actively at level 19 attacked 3 mobs, Jocelyn, because I wanted to test like how well I do against 3 mobs, which is stupid in of itself, but that's just my mentality a lot of times. And I thought my healing potion was off cooldown, and it wasn't. And so when they got me down to around 20%, and I went to hit my healing potion, which would have healed me back up to about 80, it was on cooldown, and so I died. And that was just stupid. I just completely thought it was off cooldown, and it wasn't. I just basically lost track of my healing potion, and that was it. I died. And I was. If you want to see me get really pissed off and yell and scream, go and watch the video that I just died literally like 10 minutes ago. So if you want to see me yell and scream, that's about as angry as you're gonna see me at the end of that last video. That is gonna about as angry as you will see me. If you watch that at the end of that last video, it's not up yet. But it only took me like 3 days to get to 19, 3 or 4 days. You know, so well, I'll be back there again in a couple days. But I certainly will do. As Panic said, I won't make that same mistake again. Really, it's just frustrating, you know, to make mistakes like that. You know, it's just I can't even believe I did it. You know, to just lackadaisically lose track and think that your potion wasn't ready. You know what I mean? It's just such a stupid thing to let happen. But again, this is why there's only one person in the Hall of Legends on the website. There is only one person, and this hardcore stuff's been out for a long time now. It's been out for what, like probably like 7 or 8 months at least. And it's the reason why there's only one person who's done it. You know, Cargos was just on my channel yesterday, and he said he's died 6 or 7 times doing it. And I'd only died 4 times up until this one today. And I told him, I said, I'm embarrassed. I said, every time I die, I said, it's embarrassing. You know, because I don't anticipate me dying. I think that I'm good at a player, that I know how to play this game, and I can figure it out. But I keep proving myself wrong. I keep proving myself that, you know, it's very easy to make a simple mistake that costs you your life, and it happens so quickly. You know, if you watch that fight, even when I'm at like 20% health, I'm like, I'm fine, because in my mind, in the back of my mind, I thought I had a healing potion. And so when I looked over and saw my healing potion was on cooldown, it was like my heart just sunk down into my stomach. That was what I felt like. You know, my heart just dropped. It was like, oh my God. It's like, how is it on cooldown? That was my first thought, is how the fuck is my potion on cooldown? And then I was like, oh yeah, that's right, I used it 2 fights ago. But usually when you use something in 2 fights ago, it'll be back. But since I had the Onyxia buff on me, I was killing mobs much, much quicker. I was critting a lot, and mobs were dying, you know, very quick because I had the Onyxia buff on me. So, you know, so there you have it. I'm really upset, but nothing you can do but just soldier on, you know. Get back on the horse. I fell off. Got to get back on. Give me a bag, please. Okay, don't give me a bag yet, bastard. Dude, Cargos, did you... Cargos, I am so mad right now. I will show you. I gotta show you what I did. You know what I mean? I'm just ironing out the kinks, Derp. No, what I did was so stupid. I love it, Derp. Thank you, Derp. Here. I attacked 3 mobs, Cargos, on purpose. 3 mobs, level 16, 17, 18, on purpose, because that's just me. I like to test the limits of my character to see what she can handle, which is so funny. But I thought I had my potion up. I lost track of my healing potion, basically. So for all of you watching, if you want to watch the stupidity that is Julian. Okay, notice right now, my healing potions are available. I'm level 19. I'm going to take this guy out. Come on. Okay, here I get in a fight with 2 mobs, and somewhere near the end of this fight, I'm going to use a potion. So let me turn my music up. Somewhere at the end of this fight here, I'm going to use a potion. All right, and I've been taking out 2 mobs at a time, you know, easily with defensive stance, and you know, again, I like to test the limits of my character to see what I can handle. But of course, I only do it when I know I have a way out of the fight. Here, I pop a potion, and also you have to keep in mind I have the Onyxia buff on right here. So I'm killing mobs a lot faster than I normally would because I have the Onyxia buff. So in my mind, because of the way I've been playing, I know that usually my combats, that, you know, my encounters take a little bit of while. They take a little time. So if I pot on like fight A and then I move on to fight B, and finish fight B, move to fight C, usually my potion's going to be back up within about 30 seconds. My mind knows that without even thinking about it. That's the way I'm thinking. So that's why going into the 3rd fight here, I probably was just thinking, oh, my potion's back, or it will be back in a few seconds. That was but because I had the Onyxia buff, I probably downed this next mob very quickly. Right now, my potion is on cooldown for 2 minutes. I'm just making fun of that guy dying. Actually, I was just giving that guy his own death sound since he didn't seem to have one. Oh, I did. You know, I didn't have another fight. That's part of the problem too. That was just a runner that came back. So that runner came back. I killed him with a bow, so there was no other fight. So for some reason, I just lost track of my potion. I heal up and willingly attack 3 mobs. Getting a little bit of money. Now you'll see me target all 3 because I want to focus the lowest level first to burn them down. So right here, I've completely forgotten that I just potted. Now that's why I die. I completely forgot that I potted because I never would willingly go into a fight with 3 mobs that are almost the same level as me without a potion. That's just sheer idiocy. So I charge in. I focus on the lowest mob. I want to get up some debuffs on him. I'm going to switch to defensive stance right now. I'm now in defensive stance. I'm going to take out the first one. He's going to go down pretty quick. They were hitting me very hard, but there are 3 of them. So the first one's already running. At this point, again, I think I'm fine because I think I've got a potion. Just working on keeping my block up, trying to get some bleeds up. As soon as I see you are screwed, I'm going to go ahead and go for my pot. This is where my heart drops down into my stomach because I realize my potion's on cooldown. Oh, shit. Overconfidence. No. Did you hear me? Overconfidence. Julian. Oh my god. It's always the oh my god because it's the sheer disbelief, you know? Oh, fuck! It's the oh my god is just sheer disbelief, you know, you can't believe you died. But it was because I lost track of my potion. I went over to hit my potion, it wasn't there, and I was like, what? Where'd my potion go? Yeah, just sheer stupidity. I mean, honestly. Just sheer stupidity. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, what are you doing? Just sheer stupidity, man. And it's so frustrating. But you know, what can you do? It's done and over. It only took me a few days, Cargos, to get to 19, so it took me about 3 days. And you know, and some of those days were working days for me, so yeah, that's the other thing too. You do get cocky, but it was just the fact that I forgot my potion. It's the fact that I forgot my potion was on cooldown. I mean, I never would have attacked those 3 mobs if I didn't have the Oni buff, and I never certainly would have attacked them. And also, I expected to pot, so yeah. But it was my fault. Like that was like completely just, and my last 2 deaths have both been because I voluntarily put myself in a bad situation. Both of my last 2 deaths has been because I've gone against my own tenets. I keep talking about it. Like to level a warrior in hardcore to 60, you have to have rules that you follow. And if you don't follow those rules, you're going to die. And one of those rules, you really shouldn't actively, knowingly attack multiple mobs that are your level or higher. You shouldn't put yourself in that situation because bad things will happen. You shouldn't attack elite mobs that are higher level than you, which is what I did on my last other video. Even though I would have gotten away fine, except for bad luck. A mob happened to path from really far away right into my face. But again, if I hadn't put myself in that situation of attacking an elite mob that was 2 levels over me, I never would have been put into that situation. So you just have to have rules to follow. And the problem is, I know the rules, but I keep breaking them. It's just like, and I'm wondering, I keep asking myself, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? Why are you breaking these rules that you know you need to follow? You know, and it's just, it's that part of me that wants to test my character. Like when I leveled my protection paladins, I always push them. You know, pull more mobs, more AoE. How many can I take? How many can I handle? And I want to know when the shit hits the fan, when I'm in a dungeon group, you know, what can I handle? How, you know, what do I need to do to survive this encounter? And that's just the part of playing the game so long. That's kind of built into me, you know. And I'm having a hard time letting go of that, you know. It's hard for me to pull the reins back. I guess that's the best way to explain it. It's very difficult for me to just pull those reins back. All right, what do we got now? But you know, I gotta do that. You know, I gotta. If I. Oh man, that was utter disbelief when I went to hit that potion and it wasn't there. Oh my god. Jesus. Well, I've done 22 in a day before, so but that wasn't hardcore, so I'm not gonna have the same type of gear. But the good thing is I just did a night elf, so the path I used is extremely fresh in my mind. So I know exactly what I'm going to be doing. I mean, not that I didn't know already, I already did, but there are a few things that were in question, and they're not going to be in question now. Uh, yeah. Oh my giddy aunt. Ooh, it's not working. Hold on a second. My macro's not working for some reason. Yeah. Oh, I love it, Derp. I love that. Can we just call that the Julian? That's great. Oh, that's funny. The Julian. Oh, we should call it something. I already call. It's already just sheer stupidity, but it's nice to give it a different name. Oh man. Ah, my God. Inventories. What? Motherfucker say what? Oh man. Ugh. You spend all that time getting to like level 19. I get all my 8 slot bags, and then you start over, and the first thing that hits you in the face is this one bag. And when it says, you don't have your inventory, you're just like, not this again. It's just, you're like, oh dear God, not this again. All right, let's go ahead and head back and clear our inventory out. No, I was like half a level away from dual wield derp. I mean, literally, it was half a level from dual wielding. With it's just like that's twice I've died. First of all, you did, derp. If at least I still got you rooting for me. At least there's somebody out there who's rooting for me. Jocelyn was it Jocelyn? Yeah, she just came in. She's the one who Jocelyn came in like a couple weeks ago, and she's like, "Oh man, you keep that this warrior again. You haven't got to 60 yet." She made me feel so bad. I was like, "Oh man," like, it's like, look, I'm trying. Oh my goodness. Yeah, but I mixed it up. We used a different face, different hair. We're mixing it up here, guys. This is the hairstyle I usually use on my rogues. When I do a night elf rogue, I usually go with this kind of short hairstyle because it just seems to make sense for a rogue. They wouldn't want their hair getting in their way when they're slicing people's throats. But yeah, I need to clear out my inventory here. Look at that though. I already got 1.9 silver, so I got that going for me. Unbelievable. My wife's gonna be pissed. She's like, you're gonna do it on this one. You're gonna do it on this one. Cause she knows every time I die that I get so angry, and she's like, She feels bad, you know. But I think now she's just sick of hearing it, you know. She's like, I don't want to hear about you dying. She wants to hear about me winning. Getting to 60, not dying. We don't need no stinking jerky. We don't need anything. We don't have room for food. There ain't no room in my bags for no food. You know what I'm saying? What else we got? Yeah, just those two. Yeah. A good friend. Oh yeah, we gotta go talk to him. Personal best this time. So I've died at 18, 19, 21, and 22, and 29. Those are the deaths. So if we get past 29, we're good. We're home free. We all know that isn't true. But the tenets are, let me tell you guys what the tenets are. The tenets, like I said before, don't attack more than one mob at a time. Don't attack mobs that are higher level than you. Don't attack elites of any level, really. There's really, if it's a gold elite, don't attack it. It's not going to work out good for you. You know what I mean? If it's a gray elite and you're like 2 or 3 levels above it, then you're probably okay. Ooh, we got some bracers. Nice. But I mean, those are just simple rules, you know. And if you just follow those, and another one of the most important rules is always have an escape path. So when you're fighting a mob, always make sure that if you have to run, you can run behind you. Make sure that you have that place to move to. And of course, the most obvious, always have potions, and always have powerful potions, not just weak ones. You can get them from the vendors. There's a vendor. I'll show you guys where they're at. There's a vendor here in the wetlands, right? I think it's right here, and he sells the healing potions, level 12. And there's also a vendor. There's also the vendor as you move your way into Duskwood. Right here, there's a vendor, and he sells healing potions. So both those two vendors are going to be your go-to. To make sure you always stock up on plenty of those healing potions, those level 12, because those are going to be good all the way to like level 20. I mean, those are strong. I mean, because you're doing hardcore, you won't have much health. Like if you saw my character only had probably around 600 health. Well, those level 12 potions will heal you like 350 to 450, so it's going to heal you for most of your health. So they last you all the way to like level 20 plus. Hey, we're 4 levels, man. We only got 15 more to go, and we're right back where we were. The sad part is it seems, I mean, I could level to 20 if I wasn't doing any professions. I could do it pretty fast. But once again, I was like 165 fishing, like 160 cooking, like 90 first aid, I mean, skinning, mining, all those things were, leveled up quite high. So that's what slows me down is the professions. Apparently I like to die. I like jumping in between 3 mobs without a healing potion. Woohoo! Look at me die! All right. Focus. The other thing I do to help me is, and I don't know if you guys want to do this, if you guys try hardcore, is I actually create a different channel called Shh. And I remove, which I haven't done yet, I remove guild chat from it. Okay. I also go into other and I put in item loot, money loot, trade skills, miscellaneous, experience, pretty much everything. System messages. Emotes. Whisper. Because I don't know about you guys, but when you're in a guild, just reading guild chat can easily get you killed. I mean, you'll be like, maybe you're auto running and someone says something really interesting in guild chat, and you just start reading it, and you auto path right into 2 or 3 mobs. I mean, there's a lot of things you can do. Plus, it also slows you down. You know, you start reading and responding to people, and it just slows you down. So I like to create a different channel and just ignore guild chat entirely. Now, I'll jump into guild chat if I want to talk to them about something, but outside of that, I try to stay out of it. Oh, here we go again. Ken just jumped in to laugh at me. Fuck you, Ken. Fuck you. Oh, man. These bags. These freaking bags. I'm always full. I hate you, bags. Yeah, let me see. I think my wife might have texted me again. No. Shit. Yeah, but if you want to see me get mad, watch the end of that last video. That is about as angry as you'll ever see me in a video game. How many more do we need? 4 more. Venom sucks. Bones floating in the air.
Lovely.
Ah, parkour fail. Fail parkour. There's actually a tree in WoW, and I don't know where it is, where you can actually jump up against the tree like this and jump off of it, and you will jump off of it as if you landed on a platform like this. You'll be able to just kind of do that off the side of the tree. And I've done it before, but I don't remember where the tree is. So you'll see me randomly jump off of trees trying to figure out which one is that. See, is there anything here I can get rid of? Or all these are here. Well, one. Yeah, we can get rid of that. Right. Let's go with the... Is it two? No, we're going to go with the dagger. The Tith, I know. Tith, I made the dumbest mistake. Tith, I had the Oni buff. I voluntarily attacked 3 mobs on purpose that were all around my level, but I thought I had my healing potion up, but it wasn't up. I forgot I'd used it in the actual previous fight. I used it and forgot that I'd used it. And so when I got low on health and I went to pot, my pot was on cooldown, and so I died. So basically I basically just killed myself as if I meant to do it on purpose. Like, hey, let's just kill yourself. So yeah, if you want to, so wait for that video to publish, and you can watch me get about as angry as you'll probably ever see me, Tith. It wasn't pretty. It wasn't pretty at all. You guys all make me feel bad when you're like, oh man, you died again? Another restart? You make me feel so bad. No, I showed it to everybody else in the stream. They've already seen it, but I wanted to test my word to see if she could take 3 characters at once, 3 mobs at once. But in the back of my mind, I was like, if I get in trouble, I'll just hit my healing potion. I had a really good, level 12 healing potion. When time came to, because I knew I would have to potion. I can't kill 3 mobs without using a healing potion. I knew that. But when time came to the healing potion, it was on cooldown. So, and when that happened, like I said, my heart dropped down in the bottom of my stomach, and I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna die, because I forgot that I potted on the last fight. I think you get it. You go through kind of a, you get into kind of autopilot mode where you're just doing stuff over and over, and it's very repetitive, and sometimes you just forget. You're like, oh shit, I forgot. And that's what happened. Call it being 50 years old. I don't know what you want to call it, but I made a mistake and forgot it was on cooldown. I'm gonna kill a few of these guys because I'm curious. I'm still hoping maybe these assholes will give me a bag, and also these guys do drop the mushrooms as well. So let me kill a few of these guys, and because I really need some bags. And it used to be that I'd kill these guys, for like maybe 10 or 20 minutes, and I'd usually get a bag drop. But the last couple times I've tried it, I haven't been able to get one. So we'll give it a go. Oh, and I do need to go hit the trainer as well. Well, I tell you what, it's gotten to be pretty painful, frustrating. I don't know what else to say about it. It can be extremely, it can be extremely humiliating. It can be extremely humbling. Would be another great word. It's very humbling because, as long as I've played WoW, I always feel like, oh yeah, I can certainly level a warrior to 60 without dying. But try it. Just you guys try it. It's not as easy as it seems, It's actually very difficult. Because you don't have any way to account to like make up for mistakes. Like if you're a rogue, you can just vanish. If you're a paladin, you could bubble or lay on hands or just heal yourself. I mean in that situation, if I didn't have a potion, I could have literally just thrown up a heal. I could have, I had time to get a flash heal in. If I was a paladin or a priest, holy light or a flash heal, whatever. So, but when you're under warrior, and if you can't get away, if you've hamstrung them or you don't have enough rage to hamstring them, and you can't get away, you don't have any other, and your healing potion is on cooldown, you really don't have any other discourse, Yeah. Yeah, you'll never see me cargos. I mean, if you've watched any of my other streams on me playing paladins or other characters, you'll never see me really get mad. I never really get upset, but I got pissed. I was so mad when I died just about 20, 30 minutes ago, and what I was yelling at myself was like, I kept yelling at myself over and over, what the fuck are you doing? How can you purposely go into fight against three mobs? First off, I shouldn't be attacking three mobs at once, and second, I certainly don't want to do it when I have no potion, which I wouldn't have done that if I'd known it was on cooldown, but I just forgot. Yeah, but you're right, Cargos. It certainly gives you a roller coaster of emotions. And actually, one time, Cargos, when I got to level 20, I yelled out, "Let's go!" I felt like I was Tom fucking Brady. And I don't even like Tom Brady, but I did I hit 20. I was like, "Let's go!" Because I felt like, "Let's go." That adrenaline kicks in, and you feel like I'm going all the way to 60, man. Let's do it. You get hyped. You get hyped. You know. Well, I will tell you one thing. I took out three mobs down at the bottom of the hill, and they were 15, 16, and 17. And I did it pretty easily. I don't even think I used a potion. That's how easy I did it. So when I went up against the 16, 17, 18 mobs, I thought, yeah, it's gonna be much more difficult, especially the 18. But with my potion, I'll be fine. But I didn't have my potion. That was my own stupidity, my own mistake. But like I said, I know how to do it. If I can just force myself not to fall back into the normal kind of mental way that I like to play, of like trying difficult. I mean, I will put myself on my paladin. I always put myself in very difficult situations on purpose to see if I could get out of them. It's a way of getting good with your character, and it's a way of really testing your character. So, like I said, when you're in a raid or you're in a 5-man dungeon and all shit, all hell breaks loose, you don't panic because you know what you can handle and you know what you can't handle. And so so on the warrior's still a fairly new class to me. I leveled one to 60 in 2004 at the end of vanilla. Actually, it was 2006 probably, right before Burning Crusade came out. I leveled a Fury Warrior to 60. God knows how many times I died. I'm sure I died probably like 50 times. But in private servers, I only leveled a Protection Warrior up to 28, and I think I died about 3 or 4 times on that. On a Protection Warrior up to 20, I think I died about 3 times. So my natural inclination is to try to play around with the character and see what they can handle. What can they handle, what can't they handle. So, but you just can't do that. You just can't do that, man. You got to play it safe. You got to be safe. So, another thing I do is every time I log in and I start playing the warrior, I always kind of recite in my mind the tenets. Don't do this, don't do this, don't do this. Make sure that you're always looking for an out. Make sure you're watching your path, the mob pathing. Make sure you know where all the enemies are. Whenever you go into a fight, make sure you understand where's the threat from. Where's the escape route. And I try to run that through my head before I start streaming. And I still like in the middle of battle, sometimes make the dumb mistakes. And thankfully I haven't made the same mistake twice. So hopefully I've cleansed the only mistakes that I'm going to make out of my system. But I think we all know that there are a lot of many other mistakes that can be made in World of Warcraft. Isn't that right, Morpheus? Yes, it is, little one. And now I'm talking to myself. See what happens? This is what happens when you play Warriors too much in hardcore mode. You start talking to yourself. The grind is real. Alright, let me go ahead and hit the trainer real quick and see what we can get. I know at level 4 we get a few things. Actually, I probably still have my image. No, I rebooted shit. Alright. guess we'll hold on to a couple jerky just in case, but... Hey, we got 6 silver. We got that going for us. It's a good thing I got plenty of Advil. Alright, charge, yes! Yes, we can now defeat anyone! Because we have charge. And rend. Alright, what do we got? Oh, fail parkour twice. Learn to jump, girl. Now what else do I need? Lilies, and there. $46. Okay. Why are you killing these thistle boars? I don't know. I just felt like it. Alright, let's skip these guys. They're not giving me any bags, and I'm done with them. Did not mean to attack that guy, but apparently I did. This character's going all the way. All the way. You will not stop me. A juice cleanse, exactly. Good cleanse, huh? Well, actually, I'll grab this on the way back. Except I'm not sure how much my head's gonna take. I got a headache already from... I got so angry because I died. I was pissed. Like, really pissed, you know? Alright, what do we need? Some moon petals. Oh, we still need the webwood egg. Alright, well. I'm not gonna bother looting that guy. I stream everything because when you're doing the hardcore challenge, you're supposed to stream everything, you know. So I stream everything. I mean, you'll see me fishing, mining, skinning, everything. All my gameplay is on stream, so. But I'm able to level my fishing up primarily, mostly doing the fishing quests in Darkshore. I mean, I'll get all the way up to like, you know, 125, 150, just because I'm doing the 3 fishing quests that are in Darkshore. Oh. It's like you start as you know, when I died on the human 3 days ago, you know, it drops you, you know, you're like kind of getting excited, you're level 20, I was 22, you're like, oh man, I'm 22, I'm starting to finally get some talents, you know, picked, I'm starting to finally feel like I can actually down mobs fairly quickly, I'm dual wielding, you know, you've got your professions up, and then you die, and it's like, you just reset, and it's like, man, now I gotta start all over, you know, it just sucks. I don't know why this guy didn't take the chest, but he didn't. Well, maybe there's usually nothing in these things anyway. Not at this level. Exactly. I think this guy was leveling before, so he must have died too. Pretty sure that this guy was leveling a warrior before, and he must have died. What is he doing? Oh shit. Shit, I really didn't want to go. Well, crap. Can I? Yeah, I can. I guess I can take them both. What's he doing though? Killing like all the spiders. I guess these spiders are pretty weak. I don't usually get this on me when I attack that spider, so I was a little surprised there, but no worries. Let's eat some food, I guess. Get our egg and get out of here. Your inventory, sir. It is full. Alright, so we still need to get these guys. Yeah, I guess we can fight our way out. I was going to just hearth back, but we'll fight our way out. But yeah, it saps the energy out of you. You kind of level your character up around level 22, and then you die, and the hype's building. You know, as your character's leveling up, you're getting more excited because you're getting higher level. And then you die, and it just resets it, and you're all the way back down. In fact, you're a little bit lower than that. And it's like, I was really down. And then when I got my last warrior, the one that just died, when I got her up to like level, like I'd say 18, then I started feeling really good about myself. Okay, now I've overcome the death from the previous warrior. I'm just about to the level of the previous warrior. And to boot, I'm a night elf because I like night elves the best anyway. So I was happy about that. And so to lose that night elf like that, now it's just, you know, it's like you reset, drops you all the way back down again. I'm like, shit, now I got to do all this low level crap again, which is really frustrating because, man, I don't know about you guys, but I've leveled night elves through this starting area probably about 500 times. You know, I'm not even exaggerating. Maybe more than that. That's how many characters I've leveled through these low level areas in vanilla content. I mean, hundreds and hundreds of characters. So is it boring? Yeah, it's pretty boring because I've done it so many times. But you know, it's all part of the grind. Well, my wife's up at her mom's right now and her parents, so I don't know when she's going to be back, but should be probably by myself here leveling for another. We'll see how long I can go before I have to take a break. But we'll see. I might take like a 10-minute break just to clear my mind because I'm still a little bit pissed off. But like Cargo said, man, hardcore, like, it certainly will get your, certainly will get some emotions going, you know? This ain't no sipping tea. Leveling a warrior in hardcore is no sipping tea, my friend. And I like it when people say, oh my god, you died again? You know, I just want to say to them, log in, create a warrior, and level up hardcore style. Let's see how far you get. Oh, man. It seems, you know, it was funny because the first one I created, I died in a kind of the guy chased me really far, like way farther than I thought he would. I for sure thought he was going to reset, and he did. He just kept chasing me. And if you guys don't know, Westfall was notorious for that. The pillagers and the looters and the murlocs in Westfall are notorious for chasing very long distances. So be very careful with pillagers, looters, and murlocs. They will chase you a obscene distance. So it is the rite of passage, dude. It'll be beyond sweet, man. You know why? Because all those people said you died again, Cargos, and I'll be able to say, you know what? I made it. Now you go try. There is still only one person on the Hall of Legends on the website. Only one warrior. And I was talking about earlier, Cargos. I see people in the guild all the time that are like, like this guy here in the guild who's level, here's a level 45 warrior. Now this guy has been recording everything, so this guy could be validated if he makes it. But there's like a level 52 warrior, and I asked him. I said, "Have you been recording all your footage?" He said, "No." And I'm like, "Okay, well, you won't get verified." And so that doesn't count. I'm not doubting that he hasn't died, but since it's not not recorded, we don't really know. I guess you could always ask a GM or something. A webwood egg turkey. The merchant doesn't want that item. But yeah, it's there's only one warrior so far that's in that Hall of Legends, so like I said, it's not easy to level a warrior. It's a lot more difficult than I mean, I knew it would be difficult, but it's even more difficult than I thought it would be. And it gets in your head too. That's the other thing. Is you'll start to, because you can only you can't die. You'll actually get a little stressed out in certain situations, or you might worry a little bit in certain situations that when you're playing a regular character, that doesn't that's not hardcore, you wouldn't get worried in those situations as much. So it will actually tend. It's just like anything, in sports or in life. If there's more pressure on you, if you're the type of person who has that kind of disposition to crumble under the pressure. A lot of people do. I don't usually. I'm not that kind of person. I don't usually crumble under pressure. I was a big tennis player when I was a kid. I used to play like 4 or 5 hours of tennis a day, and I played tennis with a friend of mine, and he was a really good tennis player. He had a big serve too, like 150 miles an hour, and I used to return his serve and play him, and he was the better player than me. Head to head when we played, he won more. He beat me more times than I beat him. But when we played in tournaments, I always did better, and that's because he would always crumble under the pressure. Like when I played tournaments, I would always play my best tennis because that's just my personality. That's my disposition. I would excel under the pressure, whereas he would fold, under the pressure. And he knew it too, and it really pissed him off. It would like make him really angry. He's like, I don't understand how when I play you, I beat you, but we go into a tournament and you play even better than you do when you play against me, and I play worse. I'm like, well, it's just how your personality's made up, Cargos. I tell you, well, I did. I tell you what, Cargos. I did have one dream when I was on my. I can't remember which warrior it was, but one of my warriors, I was dreaming about her. She died in a dream. She died. I think it was the. I think it was the. It was the orc warrior. When I had that orc warrior, when I was around like level 15 or 16, I remember I had a dream that she died, and I woke up and I was like, oh my god, I died, and I felt bad, and I'm like, oh, it's just a dream. Yeah, yeah. I mean, you definitely start to stress about it, and yeah, there's a lot of ways to cheat it, panic. So the 100% way to ensure that someone followed the rules and did it is to record it all and have it verified. There's too many cheaters out there. I mean, I don't cheat in video games. I'm not a cheater. Like, although I did use a fishing bot. we know that I did use. I got sick of fishing in WoW, so I used a fishing bot once, and we all know how that went. But I don't cheat in video games for like a competitive edge. You know what I mean? I don't do that, and that's why anybody who's like levels to 60 and says, "Oh yeah, I never died, but I didn't record it." My initial inclination is to think that they probably aren't telling the truth, uh, because there's just so many people in MMOs that cheat or look for a way to beat the system, look for like exploits and stuff. And you see it all the time. Uh, Exactly. Well, yeah. Well, that's the funny part. That's the funny part. Panic is that's a great question. The whole point, and that's the one thing I've never understood why people cheat. Why would you cheat? The whole point of, like, the greater the challenge, the greater the success. So, like, when I go to college, and I've talked about it before, what's a. That's awesome. But when I went to, I talk about it all the time. I say if you go to school for like a doctorate degree or something, and you get your degree and you pass your bar exams or whatever, I mean, you're super happy, right? You're super happy because you accomplished something that's not easy. But if you went to school and got a degree in underwater basket weaving, or I don't know, maybe that's not a good example, but you got a degree on how to tie your shoes, it's not going to be quite as exciting because it's not that difficult, right? The same thing in MMOs. I mean, if you follow the rules and you take on challenges that are extremely difficult and you pass them and you're the reward, the satisfaction is always going to be greater. The greater the difficulty, the greater the satisfaction, the enjoyment. So to cheat, you're cheating. I mean, you're not cheating everybody else. You're cheating yourself. You're cheating yourself out of the satisfaction that you should be getting. You know what I mean? So it just makes no sense. I don't understand. I don't understand the cheater mentality. At all. But that's funny, Cargos. That Cargos would that he would just have nightmares every night. Zalson, dude, if you remember, you've seen me get mad probably on stream before. Go watch that last video of me dying, and you're gonna see, yeah, like cheating in solitaire. Yeah, exactly. And why cheat? Yeah, you're right. Dom Dom did say it right. Cheating in solitaire is like, what the hell, right? But I've done some amazing stuff in MMOs. I played in Terra. I soloed Fang of Caprima, the instance. I soloed it. There's only a couple people in the entire United States who did that. I mean, that's how difficult that was. But I never, and I did it because of that reason, because it was so difficult. And when I succeeded, I was so happy. I was like, this is awesome, I mean, that was, and be able to tell people that you did something that people, especially what's really enjoying in MMOs is to do something that people say you can't do. I mean, that's always what I try to do. Like if I pick a character in an MMO, like if they say, well, you can't tank with a warrior in hard mode in Terra because it's just you can't do it. Well, that's the first class I'm going to roll then because I want to show them that they're wrong, And if there's no challenge, the game isn't worth playing, and that's why I don't look at Shadowlands as something that I really am interested in because I don't see that Blizzard really challenges you. I mean, maybe there's challenge. Maybe there's challenge in the in like I said in the hardcore mode or the whatever they call it, the Mythic Dungeons, Mythic Plus, whatever the bullshit they call it. I mean, sure, it's probably difficult and all, but that's a pretty tree. I don't think I've ever really noticed this tree before that looked like that. That's weird. Huh, interesting. Notice something different every day. Yeah. Yeah, but the thing there is also what happened is I attacked 3 mobs on purpose because I wanted to see how easily I could take them. But I thought I had a healing potion. I would never attack 3 mobs. This is river. This is river 3.0. No, this is the 3rd river. The first night off I had that died was river. The second one I had was river. So this is river 3.0. But yeah, like I said, I've never understood the cheating mentality at all. Just don't get it. 3rd time's Jay, you're right. Hey, Zelson. Oh, and we're calling and Derp has donned the nickname to do a Julian to attack multiple mobs that are the same level as you without having a potion. I know you do, Zelson. You're one of the few. Thank you, Zelson. I appreciate it, man. Zalson's been with me for a long time. We've played back on private servers together and had a blast. Zalsini the Great! You pull up Julian's all the time. Zalson is one of those people that will just bum rush mobs. Like, he will just... Like, if you run a dungeon and Zalson's the tank, you better be on your toes. Because he will go in there and just pull and bum rush. The man's crazy. Thanks, Cargos. I appreciate it, dude. I thought, every time I start a new one, I'm like, yeah, I got this. But I learn a lesson every time. I die in a different way every time. And every time I die, it's either I learned something about the game I didn't know, or I made kind of a really stupid mistake. This last time was a really stupid mistake, obviously. Let's go ahead and see if we can kill a few spiders here. But yeah, and I love Panic's comment. He's like, "Well, you'll never do that again." And one of the things I'm going to do to try to prevent myself from making that kind of a stupid mistake again is I'm going to put my healing potions here, down here on the bottom, so that it's very clear when they're on cooldown. Because I had them over on the right side of my screen, which obviously is not a very visible place. So I'm going to put my healing potions. I'm going to double stack them here. So my strongest ones will be here, and then like my second strongest here. So you'll see these slots will have my pots. And it'll be a little more obvious when they're on cooldown or not, and hopefully I won't make that same mistake again, because I think we've all done that. We've all gone into battle maybe and thought, oh, potions, and forgotten that maybe we potted recently. I mean, I know I've done it before. You don't do it a lot, but that's what happened. I just forgot that I had potted in the last fight, so. Yeah, I learned something every time. And I can honestly say that I've not made the same mistake twice. But man, the one mistake I have made multiple times is that I'm not following the tenets that I created on this last try. This one that just died, the character that just died. When I started that one, I said I've had rules that I've thought about in my head and I've talked about, but I've never really said these are the tenets for me of leveling without dying. And I kind of talked about it and said, these are the rules I need to follow, and if I follow these rules, I should be okay. Well, I didn't follow them. I attacked multiple mobs multiple times. I even attacked an elite a couple times. I attacked Benny Blanco in Westfall when he had a mob with him and I almost died. And I mean, those are clear things that I was kind of telling myself, don't do those things because they're just very risky, you know? Oh, that's true, Zolson. And wait, and Zolson, who was your healer? Right? Who was your healer in those groups when you were going hard? That was me. So Zolson, hey Zolson, tell everybody here in the stream, if I'm the healer, do you feel confident that you can pull as much as you want? The same goes true for Zolson when Zolson's healing, because he's a really good healer. So when he's healing, I know that I'm totally fine. Which is, it's always nice to know that when you go into a dungeon, you're covered. What did I get? I hope it's not something stupid. It's totally something stupid. I need to take a bathroom break, guys, so I'll be right back. It'll just be a couple, like, literally like 2 or 3 minutes. I'll be right back. So Like if you guys see me like pull multiple mobs or do something that goes against my own rules, you need to yell at me. Say, "What the hell are you doing?" And that was funny when I died, Zelson. I just was yelling at myself. I'm like, Julian, what the fuck are you doing? You know, I mean, I couldn't believe the mistake I made. I honestly was just mortified and like stunned. I'm like, how could you make that mistake? How could you be that stupid? How could you forget your pot was on cooldown? And why did you try to take on those mobs, by yourself, all three? I was like stupefied. I couldn't believe that I let that happen. It kind of hurt me down. It hurt it. Part of my soul was damaged. I was like, what are you like? What happened? What are you doing? It really did kind of, yeah, it hurt. Let's just put it that way. It hurt. So, all right, I need to hit the warrior trainer as well here, guys. Your goods better be of the highest quality, or I'm gonna come after you, man. I'm gonna come after you, and I'm gonna bring you down and break you down to Chinatown. Let me take a look at my shield. All right, it's good. Yeah, the Halloween, and I saw Cargos' stream earlier today. I jumped in just for a minute because I just wanted to check on what level he was. He was 32, I think. And I was like, man, I'm gonna catch up to Cargos, and I'm gonna say, woohoo, I'm catching up. I needed something to kind of give me a little more motivation, and not that I was trying to race Cargos, but just something to give me some motivation to push myself. But I saw it was funny. I just walked into an inn in Loch Modan, and there was I saw the little pumpkin there, and I was like, oh man, it's Halloween. And then when I jumped over like 10 minutes later, Cargos' stream, he was talking about, oh dude, Halloween. It's like these things are gonna give me some extra spirit and stamina. And I was like, that shit just happened to me like 5 minutes ago because that was the first time I realized that it was Halloween. They must have just turned it on today at a certain point. I don't know. All right, let's see. Let me check my inventory really quick. Inventory is good. We need to hit the warrior trainer. And we got to turn our quest in here. I think warrior trainer is, no, I think the warrior trainer is over here. You'd think I'd remember, but I think it's here. Sexy girl right here. Ooh, Perry. Well, one good thing from dying a lot is you actually get a chance to respec a lot, because if you didn't die a lot and you wanted to try a lot of different specs, it would cost you an awful lot of money. But since I've died, what, 4 times? Is it 4 times? I had the human, night elf, human, night elf. I think I've died 5 times. Ugh, terrible. Human, night elf twice. Orc and a human. I've died 5 times. Oh my god, just unfathomable, unfathomable. But since I've died a lot, I've been able to roll different specs and kind of figure out what I think I like. And actually, in the last build, I was pretty happy with what I had. And parry definitely is super, super useful. And if you guys want to go with a more defensive-minded or just more of a safe build, it's not the super defensive-minded, because I think defense is really ruined because you don't have hamstring. Without hamstring, you're really kind of screwed. I mean, to be honest, you're just really screwed. Come on, give it to me. Come on now. Don't stiff me, Zarin, or whatever your name is. No, that's not the one I want. That's not the one I want. That one sucks. Well, at least my football team won today, right? Of course, Devin Bush frickin' tore his ACL. Sucks. So yeah, just to show you the build that I really like is parry right off the bat, 5 out of 5, and then rush fury. This is basically it. Parry has just been a god. I mean, parry has been amazing. I'm parrying almost every fight, at least one attack. I've been in 5 battles where I've parried 3 or 4 attacks in one fight, and when you parry, your next attack is actually faster. It's just really, really good, especially when you're fighting multiple mobs. But don't fight multiple mobs. If you're on a warrior, I would recommend not fighting multiple mobs. Okay? Don't attack mobs that are... Okay, do not attack mobs higher than 39 crit. That's nice. Do not attack mobs that are higher level than you. Don't fight multiple mobs. Don't fight elites. Unless you want to die and start all over. If that's what you want to do, then by all means.
Lovely.
Look at this ugly spider. I hate you. I hate spiders. My favorite was when I died on my the human. And I'm sitting there going, spiders are really, are very dangerous, creatures in WoW. And you got to be really careful around spiders. Then, like 2 seconds later, I see a 23 elite spider. I'm like, yeah, let's attack this 23 elite spider. Right after I just said that spiders were very dangerous because of poisons and roots and such. And of course, then he pulled a 5-second stun on me that I didn't even know he had. I was like, and just another example of me not following my own advice. Do what I say, not what I do. I need some Coca-Cola. Where's my blackjack bubblegum? Ah, Coca-Cola.
Lovely. Lovely.
Ugh. All those overpowers I can't do because I don't have the skill yet. Check my phone. Maybe make sure my phone's on. Silent mode is on. Wait, hold on a second. Somebody messaged me. No, I think it's just... I think it's somebody probably doing a comment on my stupidity. Oh, Joe's Jones commented for need lovely. All right, lovely. I think he wants it on his game. Okay, let's rock and roll. Where am I here? Only level 6. Only level 6. That is not good. Not good at all. Okay, now last time where I was getting... Oh, where did I get my bags from? It was the ones on the way to Darnassus that were dropping bags at a higher rate. But you never know with the bags. It's so random. Time lurker.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Don't interrupt my apple, you bastard. Come on, get it, get it. Oh, you interrupted my apple, you son of a... I will kill you. I will skin you and hang you on my wall, you bitch.
Lovely.
You mother son of a biscuit. Oh, what the hell? Where did this guy come from? I was getting ready to charge the owl. I'm like, why can't I charge? Because somehow I aggroed this Night Saber that was stealthily hiding in the shadows. I just can't walk past this tree without wanting to jump on it and do that. Climb it. I just can't do it. I can't walk past it. It needs to be climbed. Parkour!
Lovely.
Ah! Loud music. Hmm. You can keep chasing me if you want. Wait, what level is this? Okay, good. I did this last time. I ran all the way over here and I attacked this owl and he was like 7. Started to kick my butt. Almost killed me. Yeah, whatever, close enough. No, I don't like font at the top. Just as someone posts a weird sized font, it'll ruin it anyway. Level 6. Usually, so I'll be about 13 when I leave this area and go to Darkshore. The next 7 levels they're a little painful, I'm not gonna lie. In fact, I think the next 7 levels are probably the most painful for the Night Elf to level about level 16. You know, but once you get past the next 7 levels, it starts to get a little bit easier. Yes, you're correct, Derp. When WoW put out I played WoW in the beta for about a week before they shut down the beta, the open beta. Well, I don't know if it was open or closed. My friend got me into it, and I played the Night Elf. And then when I saw the trailer video, the Night Elf shapeshifting into like a panther, I kind of was like, "That's what I want to be," And so my first class was a druid named One with Nature, which I don't know if I have. I don't know if I have the character anymore. I don't think I do. But I have screenshots of my loading screen back from then, so I have screenshots of when I had that druid. That was the first character I ever created. And I found that druids are really good at everything, but they're not really great at anything in vanilla. So I played the druid to about level 20, I think, and then I just kind of was like, this really isn't the class that, for me, it's not really doing it. And I saw people like playing hunters, and I was like, man, that hunter looks like a fun class, and they were just blowing through mobs with their pet. And so I rolled a hunter, and that was my main for a long time. But yeah, I played almost exclusively Night Elves through most of original vanilla back in 2004. And to this day, it's still my favorite race. Wow, there's actually some people in the server. Earlier today when I was playing, it felt like the server was just dead. Like everybody must have been playing like Shadowlands or something. Yeah, like I've said before, Derp. I mean, I think that to me, the Night Elves were probably the first character model that Blizzard must have created because it seems to me like the armor looks the best on them. Their animations, movement seem really fluid. You know. I mean, just look how they jump through the air. Like when you jump, they just they do little flips and stuff, and the armor really looks good on them. It looks like it fits real well. You can see how the bracers look like they fit really nicely. And you see some of the armor like on gnomes and stuff like that, and it's all stretched and just doesn't look that good. And I like the animations too. I like especially their parry. Their parry animation and block animations are real nice. But I will say I really enjoyed the female orc block animation. I thought that was a really nice animation. There's a method to my madness. I'm actually killing these owls for a reason. People like don't know like why am I killing these owls, but it's because I need their eggs to get my fishing to a certain level. So 3 seconds. What?
Lovely. Lovely.
Did you die? Did he die? No, he's right here. I thought maybe he died. Maybe somebody just wanted to name their character similar to his. I don't know. Maybe it's an alt. Alright, I gotta put my sleeve on. The gaming sleeve. It's actually a biker sleeve, but because I program, play guitar, and play games, my elbow gets really sore sometimes, so this just helps keep the elbow warm. Alright. Come on, girl, you can skin it. Alright, epic music for that skinning. Where's Ken? Ken, epic music. Epic! Ooh, level 7. What are you agreeing with, Derp? The character models or my gaming sleeve? Probably the character models. What else do I need? Still need some spiders, and we still need a night saber. Too low level to really do the other. I don't think I want to go to Starbreeze Village just yet. Wait till I'm a little bit higher level. Yeah, I guess we can go ahead and finish this quest out at least. Well, we can't. We need a damned panther, or whatever they're called. lightsaber. Hey, we're like even more beyond a third towards the last character's level. She was only 19 and we're already level 7. Inventory's full. What? Inventory's always full. Alright, well, we're gonna have to clear the inventory. How much money do we have? How could I only have 44 copper? Good lord. I must have trained some skills and took all my bills. Took all my money. Don't touch me. Zen, that foul hoof. He needs to wash that hoof off, man. It's so damn foul.
Lovely.
Man, no spider legs for you. I'm stingy with those spider legs. Wow, no spider legs. They really don't like me. Hold on a second. Let me get my... Grab my good luck charm here. You know, rub that a little bit. Rub my lucky rabbit's foot. Actually, I don't have a lucky rabbit's foot. I just have a wicked cool looking crystal dragon. Figure if I rub his head, maybe it'll give me some luck. See, there you go. It worked. Two spider legs. Just, you know, if you're not getting what you need loot-wise, you gotta rub the crystal dragon's foot. The crystal dragon's head, I don't know. Bone spiders. Should be one over here somewhere. Ooh, you are skinnable, but we don't have any room to actually put the skins. Oh, we do actually, because we turned that quest in.
Lovely.
Lovely. I dodged his attack, and he dodged my attack. Oh, I'm yawning. That's not a good thing. Don't yawn. Silver. Okay, we just need 5 silver to get the bags. So, how are we looking here? Grab that quest. Let's go ahead and we'll do this quest real quick. What is my weapon again? This crappy dagger? Yeah. Shit. I got really lucky last time via fishing when I got a short sword of power out of a crate from fishing. So maybe we'll get that. Maybe we'll get lucky again. I don't know. When I got the sword out of the crate, I thought that run was blessed. I was like, man, that's the first time in all of my hardcore leveling warriors that I'd gotten any kind of a magical sword out of, or any kind of magical weapon out of one of the crates. Previously, you pretty much always, you can get magic items, but usually you're going to get cloth and leather and potions and silver. And generally, that's what you get. Parkour! Alright. 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 Parkour! Parkour! I don't think I'm. Kill him anyway. I think I've got enough eggs, but just to make sure we'll get some extra. Yeah, my wife's texting me. Hold on a second. I'm telling everyone, I'm telling my wife that everyone on stream was very supportive after I died for the 5th time. All right. Power of positive thinking. My wife would like that. My wife's very much a positive thinking type person. I always say I'm a realist, and she gets mad when I do that. Like the other day, she put like a drink down on the floor next to the TV. And I said, don't put your drink on the floor next to the TV because one of the cats might knock it over. She goes, don't say that. She goes, if you say that, then they will. And then the cat knocked it over. She goes, it's all your fault. They never would have done that if you wouldn't have said that. And I'm like, what? I'm just like, what? Yes, I died for the last time. At last we meet for the first time, for the last time.
Lovely.
Every time she says lovely, I try to do overpower, and it's not. I don't have overpower yet. I'm like, son of a damn it. Come on, I'm in your dead zone. I'm in your dead zone. Here it is, dead zone. Come on, baby. Right here. There you go. Now you're talking.
Lovely.
You agree with my wife? What's the other thing she does? Okay, like her brother-in-law was up for an award, and it was up for like a drawing, and they were just drawing 5 names basically out of a hat, and she said, "I know he's gonna win. I just have this great feeling he's gonna win." And you know what I said? Typical in my fashion. I said, "Well, he's got 1 in 20%. No, he's got a 20% chance to win." And she got so mad. She's like, "No, he's gonna win. Power of positive thinking." And that's just me. I'm very much a realism, like matter of fact, like he's got a 20% chance to win. I mean, there's 5 people. It's uh, all right. Let's see. We do have a question here, but I'm a little bit low level to be charging in and trying to, especially without my. I like to do this quest. I like to get to 10 if I can. And then I can just fly through all these quests, but we'll see what quest I have to turn. Troubling Breeze, I'm not going to do that. We got enough on Ambusher. I want to get the spider legs done. And then we'll do, I like to do the spider legs and then do the ones down here, the Timberland Seeds, because they're actually pretty easy to do. Much easier than the other ones there. So we need some spitters. And you cannot kick a rock in World of Warcraft without fucking hitting a spider. So spider is like the most represented mob in all of the game. I mean, like every zone has spiders, right? Try to name a zone that doesn't have spiders. Does Stranglethorn Vale have spiders? 'Cause that's the. I'm trying to think. I can't think of any spiders in STV. That might be the only zone I can where there's not spiders. I'm sure there's lots of others, but it just always feels like spiders are everywhere in this game. Oh, maybe you need to use some of that power of positive thinking, Panic. Those are the last 30 you will ever hit without getting a gem, an arcane crystal. I'm more of like, well, the law of averages say that the odds are you're going to get something good because you've been screwed for the last 30. I guess I have to be that way because I'm a computer programmer, you know. I think more. It's funny because I'm like, you know, they talk about people who think on the left side of the brain, right side of their brain, right? Like my family's all artists, all of them. I mean, my mother, my father, my mother's mother. I mean, it really, especially on my mom's side, my dad's side. On my dad's side, actually, it is on my mom's side. They're all artists. On my dad's side, they're all like mathematicians, and you know, my father was a tailor, well, of all things. He's Hungarian, and but he was also a great chess player, really great chess player, which is not surprising because Hungarians often are good chess players. So I have these genes from my family where I've got a lot of art genes from one side and a lot of like kind of mathematical, like analytical genes from the other side. And that's the way I am. I'm split right down the middle. So like when they try to like identify me, you know, they try to like when you're growing up, they make you take tests that try to like tell you, oh, you're more, you have an aptitude for this or an aptitude for that. My aptitudes were kind of all over the place. It was like, oh, you'd be great at math, or oh, you'd be great at art, or oh, you know what I mean. It was just, you know, it was kind of like weird that way. And that's kind of the way I am. But I leaned like so. What I do is I do the analytical stuff for work for my job as a programmer, but I play guitar and I draw and I love fantasy and art, you know, and stuff like that as hobbies. So I kind of do it all. I get out all of those types of things that I like to do, even though, you know, it's just weird because I'm kind of split down the middle. I can appreciate like, you know, logic, but I can also appreciate someone who's way out there, you know. You know, like I'll be like one day I'll be like, oh yeah, there's aliens and stuff, and then the next day I'll be like, yeah, but you need to have the right mathematical formula to be able to get the ship from here to here, and I'm crazy. Come on, Mister. I want to get these quests going. You're slowing me down. You need to get the let out. As my friend in not a friend from college. He was one of my brother's friends, and he had a saying. There wasn't get the let out, it was get the fries out. Because if you eat too many French fries, it just makes you fat and slow. So he'd always be like, get the fries out, man, get the fries out.
Lovely.
I wish I had overpower. I'm just punchy right now because I'm like, you know, I streamed about 6 hours today on my warrior, the other warrior, the one who's, you know, pushing up daisies right now. And to be starting all over again, it's just, it's kind of weird. I think I walked past one, but well. You're not getting in there crazy. Yeah, there you go. You ever like watch your favorite football team and it's like down to the last second and the other team's trying to kick a field goal against your team to win the game and you're like mentally picturing the field goal missing. I mean, I'm sure you've all done it. That's what I do. I'm like, this is gonna miss. I could see it going wide left, you know, wide right, whatever. Football doesn't exist there. You're probably lucky for it. It's kind of a silly sport, but it's fun to watch. Oh man, don't get tired. I'm getting tired. Well, my wife's gonna be home in about 40 minutes, so I'll probably take a break because I haven't seen her most. She's been gone pretty much all day, so and it's Sunday, so I probably might want to spend some time with her. But then I'll try to come back and stream a little bit more tonight. You know, I'd love to get to like level 13 and just finish this first area. You know, the whole first like Night Elf area before I go to Darkshore. I'd love to get that done tonight because that to me is like one of the most painful parts. Yeah, even soccer. To some people, that's the only football. It's funny. I've been streaming like all weekend, and nobody's watching my streams. Nobody's watching my streams like the last 3, 4 days. Then all of a sudden, as soon as I die, like a bunch of people come in and start watching. I'm like, what? You guys just wait for me to die to watch? You just wait for me to rage? Like son of a. Oh, it's. Sorry, I'm texting my wife here. 1 second. I didn't think bleed. Oh no, I didn't think bleed worked on these.
Lovely.
Weird. Oh, it does work. I'm thinking rogues. Because some of rogues' damage is considered elemental damage. Rogues' poisons, so it doesn't work on them. Schadenfreude. Pleasure derived from someone else's misfortune. So that's what it is, huh, Panic? People just enjoy watching me fail? Man, that's... Well, if you've been watching the stream the last couple weeks, you've seen me fail, so... I guess people are getting great pleasure out of my streams. Yeah. It's just funny, like, I mean, I have died, I would say, the last time I died was just sheer stupidity because I completely wasn't keeping track of my healing potion, obviously. But the time before that, when I died, it was kind of bad. It was kind of me being stupid, coupled with bad luck. So it was like two things worked together to get me killed. It was me being dumb with a little bit of bad luck, and then the time before that was me not knowing the horde racial. So that was just me not knowing the horde racial got me killed pretty much. And the time before that, I think that was the time when I just auto-path the night elf onto the road because I was like, oh, I'm just walking up to the road. This is safe, right? It's the road. But I was in Arathi Highlands and I forgot about the Defias courier pack, and I kind of auto-pathed right into him. And I actually saw them and thought they were Alliance. I'm like, oh, these aren't Horde. They're just like some Alliance, because there's an Alliance pack that also wanders Arathi Highlands. And I'd completely forgot about the Horde one. And so I basically walked right into him. Because the way this UI is, I don't... Like, if I tag somebody, I can't really see much about them. So one of the worst things about this UI, or what... Like here, like, well, I can't really do it now because I'm too close, but I'll show you what I mean here in a second. Oh, my weird time zone. I'm Eastern time zone, US. What else we got in here? Peace Bloom, 10, 10. Let's see if there's anything we can get rid of. What's this worth? Whole 15, 26. Most of these things I kind of want to keep. We can get rid of this. That's worth a little bit. But what I mean is, like, if you go up, like here, see, notice how if I go up to this Timberland, if I select him, it doesn't bring up like any kind of a nameplate. Now it does bring up this tooltip, and I've thought about moving that tooltip somewhere where it's more visible, kind of almost like a nameplate. But every time I do, initially I had moved it over to here, almost like, but it just started to get in the way and annoy me, so I moved it back to kind of what is really its default position for World of Warcraft. But I don't have like the nameplates like I normally would. So normally if I targeted a mob and clicked on their nameplate would appear right here. And so I actually did click on the Defias courier mobs. But since there was no nameplate here, it just showed the tooltip off to the right, and I didn't notice it. I didn't really look at it. So it was kind of funny. It was like I didn't really realize that they were, Horde. And of course, again, it's like what Cargo said, what Panic, what you've said is certainly not a mistake I'll ever make again. So, okay, what else am I missing? Timberland Seeds. Yeah.
Lovely.
Okay, we're almost. We just need one more spider leg too.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
You were
Lovely.
screwed.
Oh, these level 8s really took a bite out of my butt. They were hitting me hard. Ugh. Level 7. So yeah, once we finish this area, I'd be really happy. Yeah, if you play both, that you kind of start to forget which NPCs are which. You're like, oh yeah, these are. You might think that when you're on the Horde that you're playing your Alliance character, and I've done that before too, Panic, where I played Horde and almost auto walked right into a pack of Alliance NPCs because I usually play Alliance, so it's hard. When I'm playing a Horde, I very often will just think that Alliance characters are my friends. Oh, these are my buddies, Alliance, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm playing a Horde, so that happens to me every once in a while too. Mm. Mm. I'm just killing these guys. I want to get some copper. I need money. Now Hayward Williams is messaging me. What's up, Hayward? Packers versus Buccaneers. Oh, I didn't. Is the game over? I didn't even watch the game. I'll check that in a minute. I want to buy bags, but I do need to train. Let's see how much money we're looking at here. We've got one quest to turn in. Oh, I still don't have that spider leg. Son of a biscuit. Let me see if I can kill a couple spiders here real quick and just get that spider quest done. Yeah, that is not what I was looking for. Man, they're really here. Really screwing me on these spider legs. Every once in a while you'll do this quest and the spider legs don't drop. It's more often than not they drop fairly frequently, but every once in a while you'll get some bad RNG and you'll kill tons of these guys. You just won't get the legs, but I finally got the last one. Let's see who won between.
Shane is getting his holiday shopping done early at Amazon.
Oh, Shane's getting his holiday shopping. What? Well, Shane, what a guy. Sorry, I was trying to check the NFL scores, and of course, NFL.com's got that stupid auto video plays, whatever. I'll look at it later. Hmm. One egg short. One egg short.
Lovely.
Yeah, Cuervo, I know. All I can say is I didn't expect to die today. I didn't expect that to happen. And I can also say that I'm an idiot because I went into Covenant against 3 mobs thinking I had my healing pod available and I didn't. So all I can say is, yeah, I'm an idiot. I screwed up. I screwed up big time. I was just about to Cuervo. I was just about to get dual wield too. I was getting all excited. Ah, what can you do, man? What can you do? What am I doing? Who am I? Where am I? Why am I over here? Trainer. I'm like, I started running back this way, and I'm like, I know I'm coming here for a reason. Yeah, it's nice. People have been pretty supportive because they know I was pissed, man. I was so angry at myself for doing that because it was just a really stupid mistake on my part. So it was really stupid, and I was, yeah, pretty mad about it. It's not happy. Not happy. Alright, so we do have 9 silver, so we can buy 1 bag. So that should help a little bit. Oops, this guy. Yeah, it was frustrating. It took the wind out of my sails. You know, I was pretty excited. I was happy about the leveling. It had gone very quick. Although this character's leveling fairly quickly too. I'm level 8, so I just got to figure out. Let's see, what is this? That's for Darnassus. I'm wondering if I shouldn't just run Darnassus but let's not. Let's go ahead and do Troubling Breeze now that we're level 8. I think we should be okay. And we'll knock this out. And then we will see what we can see. Why am I going this way? Why are you going this way, John? Why are you running into a tree? Oh my god. Total fail right there. You can tell I'm getting tired. Alright, let me pour some more Coke. Let me pop open a Coke here. I just happen to have a baby Coke right here. Oh yeah, I ran out of Mexican Cokes, but I've got a ton of baby Cokes. I only drink Coca-Cola out of the bottle, baby. Only the best will do. There's your crystal. Congrats, Panic. Yeah, I'll get there. I'm going to get there. Cargos was nice enough to come in and cheer me on, which I appreciate a lot because that makes me feel a little better. He knows how much I want to get to 60 on this warrior, so... Are you doing a little dance? Do a little dance. No, my first healing potion. That took a while. I'm not gonna lie. That's... Usually I get a healing potion before that. But we got it. Cuervo.
Lovely.
Thanks, man. Thanks, Cuervo. I appreciate it as always. Thank you. I need some good luck, dude. I got the Cuervo's cheering me on, man. Thank you, man. I appreciate it a lot. Yeah, that helps. It helps when you guys like tell me that you kind of get on my side and say you can do it, man. It helps to have people behind you, I really appreciate it, man. Thanks. Panic. Panic's always behind me because he's always like, man, in this next chest, I bet there's a dagger with your name on it. But thank you so much, Cuervo. I think that's the second time Cuervo's giving me money. I really appreciate it, man. Cuervo's a good guy. All right, I'm doing my best, and I'm not, I want people who watch the stream to see me get to 62 because I think it's, I will get there. It's like Panic said. Yeah, thanks, Cuervo. Appreciate it again, man. It's like Panic said, man. I may have died 5 times, but those are the last time. That's the last time I'm gonna die on this damn warrior. I've never made the same mistake twice. Hopefully, I've learned from all my stupid mistakes. I know how to do it. I just keep getting too comfortable and keep thinking that, oh yeah, I can pull 2 mobs, I can pull 3 mobs, I can kill elites. I mean, just keep making silly decisions mostly because I've never had to level a warrior. You haven't really played a warrior like that where you can just done hardcore, and if you die once, you have to delete your character. So you always feel like in WoW, like especially you also have to realize I played a lot of Protection Paladin, a lot. Just go back in my channel and you'll see all the videos of me playing Protection Paladin. So that's the kind of character that's really gonna let you get comfortable and think that you can do those things and think that you're safe, because the Paladin's probably the easiest, well, not probably, the Paladin is the easiest class to do hardcore on, without a doubt, and I know because I played the Paladin like a ton, a lot, and it's by far, without a doubt, the easiest character. So so for me playing the Paladin so much and being so used to getting out of any kind of sticky situation, moving to the warrior, it makes it almost worse, because I'm just like, oh, I got this. The Paladin gives you that sense of indestructibility, and the warrior is the complete other end of the spectrum. So I went from the easiest to do it to the hardest, and it's had to teach me how to like really respect how easy it is to die in a warrior, and really respect the squishiness of the warrior, really. You still watch my private server, Paladin?
Lovely.
Yeah. Well, Cuervo, and I'm glad that you still watch those private server Paladin videos, Panic. Thanks, man. That's awesome. Yeah, and I actually almost died one time killing gray mobs, Cuervo, because I was like, oh, they're gray. They were like level 12, and I was like level 17 or 18, and I almost died because I got 3 of them on me, and it was like before you knew it, I was almost dead. So you have to be careful at all times. It's very easy to get yourself in trouble without really thinking that you're going to. You're like, oh, this is easy. It's not gonna be a problem. But yeah, it's just not the case. But yeah, I mean, every time I die, I really evaluate what I did wrong and try to think about, try to make up changes to make sure those things don't happen again. And the biggest thing for me is really I just have to follow those tenets that I've laid out for myself. Kill one target at a time. Don't kill mobs higher level than you. Don't kill elites that are higher level. You don't kill gold elites at all, really. So it's just those types of things. Simple things that most people know. But as simple as they seem, they're not always easy to follow. Because I've played a class that could take on 3, 4, 5 mobs. My Paladin at level 4, or no, level like 5, I think it was like level 5 or 6, was taking on 3 mobs at once. And like level 5, because of, you can throw up a heal. And who was it? I think it was Ken, who was watching me, and he said, and he's like, that just shows you how, and I'm attacking the Silver Elite because I know he's very weak. But I think it was Ken who said that just shows you how strong Paladins are. That even at like level 5, you can kill like 3 mobs at once. You gotta do some late grocery shopping. All right, man. I'll see you, Cuervo. Thanks for the money and the well wishes. I need all the well wishes I can get. Yeah, the confidence definitely gets you. And I know that. I mean, like I said, I know what to do. It's just a matter of getting myself to do it. I'm very stubborn, and I'm like, a lot of times I'm like, I just think, oh yeah, I got this, I can do this, but you know, you just got to be a little bit more. I just need to be a little bit more cautious and follow those rules that I know I need to follow, and if I do that, everything will be fine. So. Have a good one, Corvo. Thanks for stopping by as always. All right. So, what are we looking at here? Couple quests to turn in. We're level 8. We're about halfway to level 9. We don't, you know, I don't bother doing the Relics of Awakening until I'm about level 12, at least. I think I did them. I think I did it last time at level 12. Yeah. Okay, looks like my wife just got home. So I'm going to jump into town here and take a break. So I can spend some time with the wife of Tori. I think that was her. Maybe it wasn't. I think I heard her. We'll see. If not, I'll keep playing. Yeah, that's her. Hi, baby. Meow meow. She's meowing at me. I was. I really need to level up my skinning some more. It's what is it? Oh, it's actually 25, but that's still. We still need to get it higher than that. It is 8:43 p.m. server time. Oh, and my monitor just blinked on me for some reason. My secondary monitor kind of went in and out for a second. That was weird. I am gonna take a break, guys, because my wife's home, and let me hold on to some of this leather. I might need it. 36. What do I have? I got, wow, this leather, which is bind on equip, by the way, that's great. It's 36 armor, almost more armor than this mail. This bow is actually usable, so I'm going to hold on to it because I am going to train myself with a bow. The easiest way to make money is probably just to sell some. This is probably farm cloth. That's one of the easiest ways to make money, is cloth at low levels because it sells for fairly decent money. You'll probably be fast asleep. All right, have a good one, Panic. Thanks again for the well wishes. Hope you sleep well. Yeah, I want to come back and probably maybe in like an hour and a half to 2 hours. And like I said, I just want to finish this starter area. If I could get to like level 13 and be in Dark Shore before I go to bed tonight, that would make me really happy because I was only level 19 when I died. So if I'm level 13, I'm only 6 levels off of that, so I wouldn't feel so bad, you know. So I won't forget about that dagger. And I use daggers, man. You know, I use them, so I also won't forget about the fact that I need to make this my freaking inn. I don't think I did. And I also need to trick or treat. Oh, hell yeah. So when I come back, I'm going to be a ninja. All right, I'll catch you guys. Yeah, I'll see you there, Chith. I'll be back in like an hour and a half to 2 hours probably. And thanks for stopping by, everybody. Thanks for giving me your well wishes on trying to get this new Night Elf Warrior to level 60. Hope, you know, we're going to do it this time, I hope. I think we will. I think we will. I think we're in good shape. And I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out.